Namaste. Welcome to Telugu Prajala Sakshi Sakshi TV. I am Swarna. Vastu and Graha Sastra show ki swagatam suswagatam. Today we are going to discuss about attracting love and prosperity in marriage for women. To discuss that, we are back with our leading astrologer and expert, Dr. Deepika Sanghi Gupta. Namaste, Deepika ji. Welcome to our show. How are you?
Namaste, Swarnaji. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So, viewers, if you have any questions and would like to consult Deepika ji, you can reach out to Om Holistic Healing at 732-979-2080. Without any further delay, let's start our show. So, Deepika ji, attracting love and prosperity in marriage for women. So, do you really think Vastu can affect us in the matter of love?
Yes, Vastu can be beneficial in the matter of love because see, there are the zones. Because in love, what is exactly the love is? The love is, it means the another word for love for me is purity, trust, companionship, right? And then if it's a couple, if it's husband wife, then there should be intimacy too. So these things are very important. So the first thing for me which is important is purity. So if the zones of purity, if the zones of trust, if the zones of confidence on each other, if the zones of companionship, if the zones of intimacy are balanced in a couple's home, then the energy, those energies definitely flow in that house. So that is why if all these zones are balanced, then a couple can have a beautiful relationship.
Okay. I mean, you always explain us in a very good way, Deepka ji. So it all not like, just close your eyes and believe. You explain us in a way how it really works. So if you think it can impact on love, so can love of men is also possible to attract? Like, men's love can be attract through Vastu.
Yes, we can attract. See, as in like it is said that Lord Shiva, the half body is of goddess Parvati, right? So similarly, the Vastu Purush also have a female side and a male side. So when the female and the male sides are balanced, then women can attract his or her husband's love or her lover's love towards her. So that balancing is needed in the house. And as we say, the Vastu Purusha is something like Lord Shiva only. So because see, in Northeast we say is a purely the zone of Lord Shiva. That is, it is one of the very much pious zones. So similarly, there are some zones in the house. If they are balanced, then the couple can have a beautiful life. At least those energies can flow. As I usually used to say, see, the surroundings, the environment plays a lot on us. Like in a temple, we will not have a drink. In a temple, we will not play the music like a disco. But when we are, partying, then definitely we will not play the bhajans. Right. So, it depends what kind of environment we are in, what kind of a surroundings we are in, what kind of a company we are in. So, when we, balance these energies according to the Vastu, then the surroundings, then the environment gets balanced.
Okay. So, like to do that, like, are there any small and easy things which we can do in the house, like to get the changes?
Yes, we can definitely balance all these zones. As I said, that first of all, the purity should be there in a relationship. See, if you are pure, then what matter? But the other person will definitely understand the intentions, right? That the intentions are good. Whatever my wife is doing, but her intentions are good. So the purity, the trust, that companionship, if we balance all these zones, then definitely we can have a beautiful relationship.
Okay. So, Deepka ji, even in a lot of previous episodes, you have always told us the sleeping direction is very important.
Hmm.
So, is there any specific direction do you suggest wife to sleep so that she can attract really husband's attention or love and everything?
See, this is not in the Vastu, but I would like to share that, such a beautiful question. And it is connected somewhere to our Sanatan Dharma, the Vedas, that, if you see any of our gods, whether it's Ram, Sita, whether it's Lord Shiva and Goddess Parvati, whether it's Krishna Radha, whether it's, any of the couples, right? Vishnu Lakshmi. So the female always, stands on the left of the husband, right? Because
Yes.
Vama Anga. So, it's always said that stand on the left side of the husband. So that is why, a female when sleeps on the left side of the husband, then a bonding, created in them. Because as it is said in the Ardhanarishwar Roop of Lord Shiva, that, the left hand side is always belongs to Goddess Parvati. So similarly, when the wife always stands or sleeps in the left of the husband, then, they create that bond. They create those energies that husband thinks that she's totally my responsibility. I have to take care of her. And the wife also has the same, feelings of duty and love towards the husband.
Oh, wow. Wow, Deepika ji, because you have connected it and you have explained it so good, it all makes sense. Like, even for the during the weddings, that's where they make us sit on the left side, right?
Yeah, left side.
Yeah. Okay. So, Deepika ji, I want to know these Vastu, how Vastu is helping women to attract love. So, is it like only for the wife or even girlfriend?
It can be for the girlfriend too.
Okay. So, is there anything they should avoid to keep in the house when it comes to attracting the men's attention and love?
See, first of all, I would say the skeleton faces should be avoided. Sometimes, at the time of Halloween, people bring skeleton, that's okay. But once the festival is over, once that things are over, then definitely remove them. Don't put any pictures in the skeleton faces. As I have seen, there are a lot of, picture frames where there is skeleton. So see that what is skeleton? It's something dead energy, totally dead energy. So don't keep the pictures in those skeleton faces. This is the first thing. And the second thing is that, always keep the southwest of the house very much clean and neat. Don't keep garbage there. Don't keep knives there. Don't keep anything sharp over there if it is possible. At least in the open. If you're keeping, then put it in the drawers or your, closet, but don't keep them in open.
Okay. Thank you, Deepika ji. Deepika ji, we have seen some places, like, some families, especially where some guys, like, some husbands are like very aggressive behavior, dominant behavior. They don't really see how they're behaving with their spouse.
Hmm.
So, is there anything wives can do according to Vastu to bring the change in the man's attitude?
Yes, wives can do. The Vastu can help here. The energies can be generated. See, first of all, the entrance of the house matters a lot. What entrance the house has. The second thing is that, the entrance should be kept very, very clean because it is the face of the house, right? The third thing is that always decorate your entrance. And then the fourth thing is that, the northeast zone in the house should be very calming. Don't keep anything like fire over there. So, the fireplace in the northeast or a kitchen in the northeast makes the men very aggressive. They becomes very argumentative. At times they keep on judging their partner, which hurts the other person. So don't keep all those things. Then there can be a lot of arguments in the house if there is fire in the northeast. The third thing and the next thing is that, don't keep sharp objects in the northeast. If somebody has that much aggressive behavior, I would suggest that wife can keep Buddha in a meditative pose, and then keep them in the northeast. But don't keep only the face, as I've always said that the cut faces creates a lot of negative energy also. So don't keep them. Just, a beautiful full body, a Buddha doing a meditation. That would be best. Again, if it is a golden color, much better. And if not golden color, if you don't get golden color, if you get black or some other colors also, then I would suggest that keep it on some golden mat or a creamish color mat in the northeast. And then again, Lord Buddha was a lord. So don't keep all those stuff on the floor. keep them on the table, because don't keep the Lord in your, foot places. Sometimes, yeah, people keep it at their main door, and then, you take off your shoes or slippers also there. So this is like, insulting the supreme power. So don't do that stuff. Keep on some table.
All right. So Deepika ji, is gray color Buddha okay? Like
Yes.
sometimes we have those stone material, like not very heavy, but like a plastic material in grays. I have so many places like that. That's why I'm asking. Is that good?
Yes, that is okay. But again, it should be complete. See, here we are not putting Lord Buddha to worship, but here we are putting Lord Buddha to create an energy. We are doing a kind of a remedy. So, in that case, keep very light Buddha. A white Buddha will be very good. A golden Buddha will be very good. And then in a meditative posture, and don't take that sleeping Buddha like this. Even that is very much famous. No, we don't need those energies here. We just need to calm down. So whatever, calms down your energy, all those kind of things only.
All right. Thank you, Deepika ji. So, Deepika ji, like we talked about husband. When it comes to husband, the first thing it hits my in my head is like in-laws.
Huh.
So honestly, most of the people doesn't want to live with in-laws. Let's not open here. But for
Mm,
some families, they have no option or no choice. Like, they have to. So even though they try to be nice, it is very hard and very rare to find going mother-in-law and daughter-in-law getting very well.
mm,
So sometimes it could be like anyone's fault, but sometimes we do
mm,
see them like in-laws interfering too much between
mm,
wife and daughter, like son and
mm,
the daughter-in-law. So,
mm.
is there anything we can do through Vastu to help them keep the love, stay with good environment, but not too much interference with the couple?
Yes, we can do. It's like that, the space between the east and the southeast is the zone of the in-laws. So if that place is disturbed, is if that place is not balanced according to the Vastu, then see, usually we all have some or the other problems, right? But if that place is imbalanced, then lot of problem can be there. Then lot of interference can be there. So once somebody balance the eastern side of the southeast, then they can have a balanced relationship with the in-laws. Always avoid putting the family pictures, especially with the in-laws, in the eastern side of the southeast. That is one of the main thing. And second thing, avoid keeping any kind of water body. Like, see, if you have a bathroom or a kitchen, that is another thing. But otherwise, don't keep like water fountains. Or sometimes we keep a, I have seen in some houses they keep a bowl filled with the water, and then tea light candles in them with a very beautiful diyas and all. So don't keep all those stuff. Like, avoid having water energies over there, and avoid having any pictures over there, any family pictures.
Okay. Deepika ji, you have explained us how we can kind of control aggressive attitude of a husband, right?
Hmm,
So, not just that, there will be certain things a wife and husband will end up having arguments, like
hmm,
small things, like
hmm,
husband not keeping the house clean or he's not organized, or it could be vice versa too. Like, husband
hmm.
is very organized and wife is not organized. So, is there anything you think we can do to, like, even though these sound small, there are so many families I know, they end up arguing with the start with the small thing and they end up with the big problems.
Yeah. Hmm.
So, is there anything we can kind of control that?
Yes, see, definitely getting organized is a very big thing, and husbands are not at all. I think 80 or 90% of the men are not that organized. Wives are more organized, right? So for that, keep some codes in the northeast of the house. That would be good, and also in the west of the house. So you can keep some codes like there is nothing more calming than an organized home, or cleaning and organize is a practice and not a project. So all those kind of a thing, like getting organized is a sign of a self respect, or for every minute spent on organizing the things is earning an more are in your life. So, all those kind of, these quotes we can put in a beautiful frames, in golden frames or silver frames, and keep them in the northeast and the western side of the house. Slowly and slowly, those energies will start, getting formed in the house and will help. I'm not saying some magic is going to be happening, but definitely, see, if the husband is 80% unorganized, then he will become 60, slowly and slowly 50. So somewhere or the other, those energies will develop, which can help in, getting the things according what we want in life.
Deepika ji, you said these quotes will kind of start showing the impact slowly, right? So
Mm.
does quotes will show impact not just with the organization problem, organizing stuff and all, even with
Mm.
the love and having the lovely environment. Will that
Mm.
impact on that too?
Once the husbands become organized, I think the love will prevail.
That's true. That's true, Deepika ji. That's really true.
Right?
I
Once the
mean,
husband become,
that is the reason I was saying, like, there are some families where husbands are very organized, where wife is not that much organized. I know
hmm.
it rarely happens, but people are there like that too. So
I
I
like that. That I know it really happens, but people are like that. Means like Swarna supporting the women. That I know this usually don't happen, but still, I wish that this happens.
yes, yes, Deepika ji, yes. I'm just trying to cover all kind of women here because whoever watching our video, I want them to realize that it is not just for only one way we are going. We are going for and we are trying to help and guide people who are having problems, who are creating problems too. So
Yes.
we are helping them. All right, Divgavi. Because the reason why I asked you is like, I'm the one person who is not very well organized compared to my husband. So I like to know there are so many other people like me, or they might need some help too. So that is the reason I asked you.
Usually men are not that organized, and I totally agree. Even when I go for Vastu, I have seen that they start with that petty and small thing, and then they end up on a very big, platforms that, then even all those, like 20 years back, 10 years back, whatever has happened, everything pops up. A one small argument can take you into your past memories and everything.
I completely agree, Deepika ji. Actually, I cannot mention any names here, but I saw recently some incidents like, a child is not behaving well, and in the public, husband was blaming his wife, saying like, it's all her fault. He
Mm.
got her genes. That is the reason he's behaving like this. Very aggressive, very aggressive. We were like, I mean, I get it. It could be the reason, whatever it is, but he cannot say it
Mm.
in public, right? Like,
Yeah.
I'm thinking, like, oh my God, he really needs some kind of impact on him. Something we should help him like that.
Yeah,
So,
this respecting each other is very, very important. Very
and
important. See, I think when trust is there, when purity is there, then everything comes into a relationship. I know I might not be right, but yes, this is what my thinking is, that if trust is there, if purity, especially if purity is there, then definitely, everything comes into that.
yes, yes, totally agree with you, Deepika ji.
Yeah.
Deepika ji, like we are talking about the problems or what are the situations we are dealing with the people. So we talked about the aggressive behavior and small things like even the minute things which will become like a bigger problem. Along
Yeah.
with that, I want to ask you one more thing. Usually, this is I don't want to say like new generation or old generation or anything.
Hmm.
Ego is a big word between any relationship,
Yeah.
right? Gaji? It doesn't matter. I feel like not just wife and husband, any relationship can go bad if the ego point comes in between them. So, I mean, I've seen like, sometimes wife, now both are working as like now if wife is getting into a bigger job or like making more money than husband, that will definitely trigger husband's ego. So, I mean, definitely again, Deepika ji, some husbands will be like very proud and support you, where some husbands might take it in the other way too.
Hmm.
So if anyone is facing that kind of situation, like if she started noticing some kind of difference in her husband's behavior, is
Hmm.
there anything you can suggest them so from the beginning itself she can take care of it before it gets bigger problem?
See, first of all, I would also say that ego is a very small word, but his role in action is very big, very, very big. Uh, Ego can, kill any relationship. It can make any relationship, I was reading somewhere that the relationship does not die their natural death. They are killed by either ego or, all this stuff. So ego is something very big thing, though it sounds very small. So to control that ego, and or I can say to control that, male ego especially, what wives can do is, first of all, keep some office files, or if you are working from home, then try to sit in the northwest. The second thing is that put some pictures of togetherness, put some pictures when you guys have gone on some holiday in the northwest of the house. The third thing I'll say that, as I have said, keep a Buddha in a meditative pose in the northeast of the house. Then the next thing is that in the southwest, spread some yellow color runner over there. That will help. So just yeah, yes. So just balance or do these remedies in these zones, and then slowly and slowly you will start seeing the results.
Okay. So, Deepika ji, I want to ask you one more question, especially regarding, related to husband, how we were talking about all these points. There are like,
Hmm.
I don't, few men who will be cheating on their wife. Like, that
Hmm.
could lead to divorce. And, that is the biggest
Hmm.
problem. I should say it's a big problem and a big fault too. But still, if someone is doing that, it's going to impact their marriage life. So,
Hmm.
do you think can marriage fix that kind of situations, especially when it comes to those affairs?
I would, add here that in my from past like 20 years of Vastu experience, I have seen that especially a Radha Krishna painting in some specific zones make men go into extramarital affairs or cheating with the wife. So, don't keep Radha Krishna paintings here and there. They have the love of Radha Krishna was very, very sacred love, very, very sacred love, right? What people do when they put them in the wrong zone, so sometimes some energies get created where they start thinking that the love outside which I have is something like Radha Krishna. Yes, even they don't get married. People speak so silly that at times they will tell me that if I'm into extramarital, so what? Even Radha Krishna did not get married, and I'm with this lady, and my love for her is just like Lord Krishna's love for the Radha. So my wife is equally important. She's like Rukmini to me, but my girlfriend is like Radha to me. So my love is actually for her, and I'm doing all my duties for my wife. So don't compare your love to Radha Krishna. They have a different kind of bonding. They have a different kind of, they don't have that intimacy kind of a love. The love was very, very pure. It's a very different kind of love. But people fail to understand that. They start comparing that even Lord Krishna was into this. Lord Krishna was having wives, and still he even married 16,000 girls because he was rescuing that girls. It was not that because of lust, because of sexual intimacy he married. He actually, helped those girls because they asked that after the Jayadratha has, free us, then where we will go, Krishna? We don't have any place to go. Then he said, okay, I'm your husband.
Yeah.
I will protect you all. Right? So the action of the God has some meaning behind it. The action of God does not depend on intimacy, sexual intimacy, especially.
Oh, wow. And I'm
We
still
need to
thinking,
understand that.
yes, Deepika ji, I'm still thinking how people are doing that and still able to compare with Lord Krishna.
Yeah, they give me. You won't believe what kind of a when they come for the session, what kind of a questions they put. Sometimes I get so shocked that seriously this person is talking this. And then just sometimes uh, if I see that I can create those things for him, then I uh, try my best to convince them that Radha Krishna love is very different from what you are doing. See, Lord Krishna never met her again once he left Vrindavan. Then
Correct.
only once they met. Yeah. But people don't understand.
Yes, yes, I agree with you, Deepika ji.
If you have to go with that Radha Krishna kind of a love, then don't meet and keep on praying for the other person. Keep
Yeah.
that purity in your love. Start wishing good for the other person.
Yes.
Wish him, yeah, wish him. What Krishna used to say, Radha used to say, that give all my happiness and love to the other person. I don't want anything. Whatever I have in my account, I give him or her. But people don't understand that.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
everything today surrounds for sex and power. That's it. These two things only. And people go to any extent for these two things. Right? So, first of all, remove the paintings of Radha Krishna. If because and in the bedroom, don't keep the gods pictures in the bedroom. This is also one of the major reasons where the husband start cheating their wife. The third thing is the northern side of the northwest. If it's imbalanced, then also these kind of intimate relationships happen. Then the southwest should be balanced, the northeast should be balanced, and then the southeast should be balanced. So these zones, if balanced, then one can control their husband to an extent to go into the extramaritals.
Okay, so we cannot keep the Lord Krishna's pictures in the bedroom. So, is there
No.
anything we keep, Deepika ji, like, usually candles, like, scented candles? So, do you think those stuff are good to keep in the bedroom?
That is okay if you are keeping scented candles, but Radha Krishna is a god. And see, a bedroom is a very private place for a couple. So don't keep the god's picture over there. They have their own place. So when we keep God's pictures here and there and we don't worship them properly, it's a kind of an insult actually.
Yes.
Everything needs to be on place. Everything needs an respect to be given, right?
Yeah.
And
Yes.
then again, I say the God is nothing to decorate. And sometimes people say, no, no, God is in my heart. So I usually say, then keep it very clean.
Okay. That's true. And once again, thank you so much, Deepika ji, for your time and helping us to understand how Vastu can really help us. So,
Yeah,
viewers, if
thank
you have any questions and would like to reach out to Deepika ji for further consultation, you can reach out to Om Holistic Healing at 732-979-2080. Next week, we'll be coming back with another interesting topic on Vastu and Graha Sastra. This is Varna signing off. You're watching Telugu Prajala Sakshi TV. Namaste.